Hi everyone, it's Aset here over at thegoddessinside.com, and that is where you can find out all about my online courses, my Priestess of Isis program, traveling to Egypt, and get on my blog so that you can hear all about how to work with the different gods and goddesses and find some inspiration there for you in a practical way. Today, what we're going to talk about is how to begin studying the Egyptian mysteries. Many of you find yourselves drawn to the land of Egypt, feeling a connection with her gods and goddesses, but also feeling confused at the same time. So I'm here to clear that up for you a little bit today. When you look at the Egyptian gods and goddesses, they all have different things that they wear on their heads. Sometimes they've got a human body and an animal head. There are different gods and goddesses that are associated with creation and how the world came into being and how humans were formed. You've got different goddesses that are all associated with the same other gods. Maybe they're their wife, or they're their sister, or maybe they're a son, maybe they're the mother. So it's all there. It's very fluid throughout the teachings of Egypt, and yet static at the same time. When we look at the geography itself of Egypt, we see that the Nile is there, and it runs from south to north, which that seems already a little bit backwards. And so the ancients had kind of this edge on us over here in the Western world because they're living in this place where it's easier for them to see things kind of from a different inside out, upside down perspective. So with the river running in that direction, then you've got Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt, which are backwards as well. You've got Upper Egypt, which is in the southern portion because that's upstream. And you've got Lower Egypt, which is in the northern portion of the country because it's downstream. And so again, just kind of sit in that energy for a little while and kind of immerse yourself in the feeling of everything is backwards and everything is okay. When you come across the different gods and goddesses that have the same like creation story, there's more than one way that the ancients described the world being created. There's gods that were in the darkness and they thought about things and then they spoke and then everything became manifested. You've got stories of the goddess who digs deep inside of her with her net and she pulls out all of the trees and all of the mountains from her body. You've got the creation story where there's self-pleasuring happening. You've got the creation of man and humans, which are the tears of Ra, or they're built out of clay on the potter's wheel of the god Khnum. Which one is right? They're all right. They're all correct. They're all okay. So accepting each and every one of those as a possibility, much in the same way that you can think about that we're in a different dimension. So everything that's happening to us here above the bottoms of the ocean, it's a different realm. And so we have some different things. Our gravity's different here. We don't float like we do if we're, submerged in the depths of the ocean. But each of those places have a reality to them. That's one way to look at it too. The other thing to think about is that everything is interconnected. There's a train of thought not only throughout ancient Egypt, but we'll see it here more in modern day times where everything is connected. There's a oneness to everything. We are a part of the trees. We are a part of the earth. The rocks are a part of us, and we all have this consciousness that we share. And if you can approach learning about ancient Egypt and the gods and goddesses and the mysteries in this way as well, just to know that everything is connected. And so they're going to have a little bit of a different story. It's like your hand. It's all a hand and you've got fingers there, but your pinky finger has scars and tells a story from your hand that's different from your index finger or your thumb or the palm of your hand. But all of that is your hand. So just know that if you can enter into this course of study with an open mind and as an explorer to see what else is out there and what doors that might open for you intuitively, that's the best way to do it. So I hope that this was helpful for you and that you don't get too overwhelmed by all of the things that there are to learn within the Egyptian mysteries. If you have any questions or need to reach out to me, you have something specific, please do so. You can find me at thegoddessinside.com, and I would love to see you there. Thank you.